Welcome back to GTU. Male pattern baldness affects men around the world, and just because you lose your hair doesn't mean you have to settle with it.
The master of our host hair, Stephen Robertson, is with us from 1Salon, and we are so excited that he's joining us in this sponsored segment to talk about what has traditionally been called a toupee for men. But these are not going to fly off your head in any windstorm, am I right?
I mean, we're good so far this morning, so we'll see.
Stephen, we are so excited to jump in. Now, where do we start with this? Because we know you've done this transformation for Matt, and all of us have been blown away.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of questions.
Let's answer them all. There are a lot of questions.
So let's start with what it's called, and you are rocking one too. This is a hair system?
When I was 19, I started losing my hair. It was mostly gone by age 20, so I've spent most of my life just shaving my head like a lot of men do. I honestly don't mind my head shaved, but you kind of just accept that that's your life at some point, you know? So yeah, there's these, what traditionally were called toupees. They call them hair systems now. It kind of changes the whole energy of the situation.
Yes.
And they're like temporary solutions and non-surgical solutions to dealing with having thin hair and maybe you want it back.
There's so many options for men. I mean, they can do a hair transplant surgery, like you said. They can just embrace it, but they can do the hair system. And you wanted to show this off. You wanted to teach our viewers and the public about it. And we said Matt might be interested.
Yeah.
So the two of you met, and why was he a good candidate?
You know what, there's not really a good or bad candidate, I don't feel like, as long as you're thin, and if that's something that you want to deal with, the thinness of your hair. It really doesn't matter how old you are or young you are at that point of the thinness. It's just kind of a matter of if you want your hair back.
So if you're wanting to do this is something anyone can really do. Walk us through the process a little bit. So Matt walks in. What is this like, and how long does this take?
Matt just came in, we did a consultation, just kind of match his hair, kind of talk about the system itself. And then once we get the hair matched, we'll order the piece that we need to do it, which we'll kind of show a video on what that looks like. And then the day of the appointment he comes in, it takes about a couple hours because we have to custom make a piece that fits what would have been his natural hair had it not thinned out. So we kind of have to customize a little fitted piece for the area that's thin. We kind of prep that space, and then we put the piece onto the skin, and then we cut it as if it is his own hair. It is crazy to see once it's done. I know, yeah.
It looks just like his hair, and I can't believe how perfectly everything is matched. And it's blended.
How it blends. That's what I can't believe the blending, and looking at yours as well, how it blends so well. How do you achieve that?
I mean, so if you're looking at the video right now, so we basically kind of decided where the thinness kind of goes to on the edges, and we've removed any like random hair in that space, cleansed it out, and then we'll put kind of a thing of saran wrap around so I can make a little trace template of what piece it is. And then when we come back from break, we're going to talk about it styling a little bit, and I have a piece that I'll show you what we cut his hair out of.
I'm so glad you're showing
us to get it to match,
so that men can learn once they've got this done how to take care of it. But we need to bring out Matt right now so we can see this final product. So there the two of you were in the salon for hours, and now Matt walked in and everybody's jaws just dropped.
Look at this handsome fella. Oh my gosh, it looks so incredible. I'm curious now, Matt, how do you feel?
You know, it's really hard to put words to it because I mean, kind of like what Stephen, I had a similar story. I was starting to lose my hair, like I felt like in middle school, and I always wanted the luscious locks that everybody has, the Justin Bieber swoosh and all that, like those hairstyles along the years, and I never got to do those because it just got worse and worse and worse. And now I feel like, and that's why we went longer with mine, and you know, because I was like, I might as well go all out. And I said, Stephen, take it away. You do work magic, and this was perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for.
Well, and for both of you, you can chime in. Was this an emotional experience?
I mean, for me, it kind of was. I originally learned how to do them for myself. I didn't learn how to do them to offer them as a service in the salon. I'm busy, so it's not something that I could add to my schedule. I just wanted to see if that was a viable option for me. Once I got it on my head, I completely changed the way I looked at myself. because there is, for some people, I feel like some shame can come along with thinning hair. And then also, I feel like there's a little bit of shame that can happen from having now hair and people now seeing you all of a sudden after years with hair, and there's a certain level of discomfort that you assume is going to happen when you have one of these pieces put on your hair. And once you see it, all of that goes away, because it's all of a sudden you kind of feel relieved that
exactly. That's
you're back.
That's kind of what it felt like for me. It's still weird to look at myself in the mirror, but there is that confidence boost, and it's like, I don't care. I at one point thought I was going to care, like, oh, I'm not going to do this. I had a friend do this 5 years ago, and I'm like, oh, he doesn't want anybody to know that he did this. That's why I said, sure, I'll do this.
And there's
what do I have to?
wrong way, but
people wear wigs all the time. Like, there's nothing, and and you can't even tell this is a wig. Like,
you'd never know.
You can honestly zoom in right into the front.
I'll just do this.
Matt, my question is, are you sticking with it? Are you a believer
hooked now? I'm definitely hooked.
We are not done with you. Will you stick around, please?
Yeah.
Because we have a lot more, and I'm just blown away with what you've done.
How they did it, how to style it. Don't go anywhere, but you can call for your consultation to see if this would be a great solution for your hair loss. Call Adrian at the number right there on your screen. 1Salon. Come back. When we are back, you get to see what the maintenance is, of course, how Matt's going to style the new do. Steven, stick around to show some options when GTU returns.